Do you know what Vocaloid music is? It's a wild world. I am so excited about this video. We did a live stream a couple weeks ago with Riku, who's a VTuber and also a Vocaloid composer, and he educated me so much on the world of Vocaloid, but I feel like we're still just scratching the surface as a community. So I asked my amazing supporters over on Discord, who are kind of specialists in all of this stuff, to give me a list of producers that are really, you know, kind of really known Vocaloid producers and some of their big hits for today's video, so I can break it down, and this is what we came up with. There we go. Thank you so much. Play Chris, Mr. Unaware. I've got, you know, you guys are awesome, awesome, awesome. So here's how it's going to go down for today. I'm going to break down DECO 27 monitoring here for YouTube. Same with Inabakumori Lagtrain. And then the next 4 will be a part of this full 6-song bundle study, which I will do, which will be a link down in the description at the time that this one hits YouTube. So the link's already down there, and that will include Giga, Bring It On, Pinocchio-P, I'm Glad You're Evil Too, Abnormal Heat, Iyowa featuring Adachi Ray, and Utsu-P with Ga. And pardon my pronunciation if any of that's off. All right, I'm so excited. I've got a ton of research on these songs, and I'll talk about what Vocaloid is as well as we go. But we got to get to this music. Let's go. This is first up. Here we go. DECO 27, Monitoring featuring Hatsune Miku. Ooh, she got a patch on her eye. Very minimal, right? So far. What is that instrument? It's like a saxophone. Listen to the stereo panning. You need headphones with it. Oh! Oh, I love this groove! Oh my god, that's fun! Look at that big eyeball there. What is she doing? Pause, pause, pause! Ah! Okay. Wow, this production. You know, it's interesting. Like, thinking about the production in Vocaloid so far that I've heard, like, it makes sense that it's so meticulous. I think about it like building a ship in a bottle, right? Every sound is so well curated. You need that level of discipline if you're going to do this type of a vocal programming. And let me just say now, if you got this far, what is Vocaloid stuff, okay? Let's just talk about a little bit that, because nothing else will make sense that I say today if I don't explain it, all right? First thing I'll say, this is like the strict definition, okay? Vocaloid music is music featuring synthesized vocals produced by Vocaloid, a vocal synthesis software originally developed by Yamaha and first released in 2004. The producer feeds in lyrics, and they write in the melody, and the software outputs a singing voice that uses a voice bank. The voice bank is a bunch of recorded sounds by an actual human singer, right? And then Hatsune Miku is the most famous voice bank, and that was recorded from the voice actress Saki Fujita and released in 2007 by Krypton Future Media, who licensed Yamaha's engine. The character Miku is the persona attached to the voice bank. Think about that. Hatsune Miku is the persona, the digital persona attached to the voice bank. So that image that we're seeing here, that's the character attached to the voice bank for Hatsune Miku that then the creative artist used to kind of, you know, adapt and make art with, in addition to the music side of things. Just let that sink in for a second, right? It's not AI vocals, super important. Vocaloid composers do not want you to think it's AI vocals. It's very meticulously created vocals off of a voice bank. Okay? And then it's also kind of become even more than that. It's a world now, right? So that's Vocaloid. So now think about that in relation to what you're hearing vocally. So why do they do it, right? Well, they do it because you can do a lot of crazy stuff with the sound of a human voice that initially the idea was it's like, let's do things that humans can't do. And then humans were like, no. We can still do that, you know? And then that created a whole world of utaite. If I say that right, I feel like I said utaite wrong. By the way, any information I get wrong, please do comments. I'm looking to get this right, okay? So feel free to correct me down there. But that's what's going on here. So this is not, a human being did not just sing this right here. This was created by a producer. All of the vocals, note by note, syllable by syllable in software. Wow, right? So you hear there's a lot of interesting vocal things that they can do. They can do like pitch slides. That's a big part of it. There's even, there's so much to talk about. We'll go into it more. There's like different versions of the software, and each one have different, they get more human sounding, but sometimes that's not what we want, you know? There's a lot going on with this. I love that drop musically in there. We start off with this minimal. So right now in this production, we've got nice low end. We've got the kick. We got the kick and the bass down in that bottom there. We've got hi-hats kind of sitting back, right? I've got a really nice guitar panned all the way in my right ear. And guitar left panned. Then we've got her voice center, and then a couple vocal doublings. It's very stimulating panning, right? Panning is like whether it's in your left ear, center, right ear, all that kind of stuff, right? But this little moment when the music drops in, it's a fun moment, isn't it? Notice the instrumentation just goes right here. So I'm thinking about everything that just changed there. Like, do we have like the synths picked up? Do we have horns in there too? In the mid-frequency range there, it's like it's getting a little more synthy. There may be some synth horns in there too. It's got it feels like horns. It might not be horns, actually. It may just be like distorted guitars and synths in that mid-upper range. I love the melody there. I love that melody. Let's keep going. Let me see inside you. Whoa, that's cool. I just got goosebumps from that. What? Oh, that bass underneath there. Hear that sub? Listen to that. I'm goosebumpy. Here we go. I love that chorus here. It's so catchy. Hold on, I gotta show you this. You can't really see. All right, pause. Before we get to the bridge, that's got to be the bridge. It's like a little music. By the way, what's a bridge? A bridge is like that part of a song where we deviate from what we just heard, right? It's like a psychological technique. It's like we break away from the material that the song has been built on, give the unconscious mind a little break, do something weird, and then come back to the chorus typically. Like we're going to come back to that likely after this moment. So that's a bridge. That's what bridges do. Wild. Wait, let's go back and just hear a little bit more. This whole, once that the eye zoomed in. I don't know what hit me there, but I went like full goosebumpy. It's so, the production is just in my head. Ah! I love that. We're in like D minor, it's just sitting on that D. The accenting, like I really like that sound down there. Like it's got a sub, it really has a nice sub to it, but it's got like a rattly, you know, like a, just nasty. It's like a nasty bass sound. I love it. And this repetition, that accenting. Oh! I mean, I'm telling you, like, as a music producer, like listening to this, it's like every second it sounds like 100 hours of work. Like, listen to how meticulous. There are so many instruments pinging around here, little accented notes. Like, listen to the guitar. I mean, you gotta listen with headphones to this stuff. You hear that? Now we have like a sweep, like a techno going on here, just subtle. There's so much going on. I love that part. Catchy. Bum, 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 all right, pause for a second. Wait, I need to share. I'm just so stimulated by the music. I have all of these notes too on stuff that I just am like, it's so funny. Like, the music is so stimulating. It's like, I don't even need to watch the video. I don't even need to know what the song is about. I'm just so like titillated by the music itself. It's like, All right, but songs have meaning, right? Lyrics have meaning. What is this song about? Hold on. Let me see. Shout out to you, Chris. You gave a note here on this song. You said it's considered one of the most popular Vocaloid. DECO 27 is one of the most popular Vocaloid producers of all time. We've checked out some other DECO 27 stuff with Otto, right? So the lyrical meaning of the song, it's like there's two big readings on it from fans, I guess. There's the stalker theme, which is that Miku with the eye patch, which we see her with the eye patch right there, is the stalker, and the listener is the victim peering through a peephole. And so that's like one sort of framing of what this is all about. Another one could be the hikikomori theme, which Miku represents what a person who has locked themselves away from society projects onto the world through the peephole. What's a person who locked themselves away from society projects onto the world through the peephole, what they perceive through the world. Hikikomori, the Japanese phenomenon of severe social withdrawal and shut-ins. Opening line literally references, "I know you're doing it alone," right? Interesting. So that's kind of wild. That's a wild concept for the song. I can see it. That makes sense, right? So let's listen to, keep that in mind now as we listen from here to the bridge to the end. Solo play to dissect is finito, don't you know? Solo play, like being alone. In sickness and health, I'll always be by your side. It's like a dropout chorus. Notice we're doing the chorus now, but we don't have all the cool drums and all that big hit. It's kind of like squeezed. I'll bet you money that after we get through this part, it's going to open back up again. Could be wrong, though. See, it's squeezed harmonically, or EQ-wise. Watch. The peephole. There's the peephole, right? Bum, bum, ba-da. Ah! See? See that? Oh, that was cool. Did you see hear how high her voice got there? That was an A. That was, by the way, that was the high note in K-pop Demon Hunters. You know the song Golden? That was the note right there. It's like, as far as references, there it is. This is good! Let's go! Bum, 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 ba-da. I love that little musical idea. Bum, 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 ba-da. It's a really great sort of tag at the end of that, the end of the chorus. That was cool. Wow. So again, this is like the Hatsune Miku, the image that artists use to go along with the voice bank, right? That's how this works. What a wild world this is, right? I love it. And you know, it's like, one thing I really love about the Vocaloid is that there is a human grind to making it, right? There is a taxing process to do this. And that was something we talked about in the live stream with Riku. Like, he did in this live stream, we listened to one of his songs where it was basically a musical theater song or musical theater composition with Vocaloid, using Vocaloid software, and not the most recent Vocaloid software, which kind of has some of the more like AI, but it's not AI, but it has more, in the software, it does more human vocal sounds to it, basically. He went kind of old school with it and picked some software from several years ago so that he went through the process. It was meticulous work. And I really appreciate that about Vocaloid, that it is this, it is something that is very human, paradoxically. It's very human created, even though it's not, it's very human created and with human vocal sounds, just not sung in the way that they're portrayed. Right? Isn't that wild? All right. Next up, we have Inabakumori Lagtrain. This will be our next one here for YouTube. And let me just give a little fun facts on this one before we get going this time. July 16th, 2020, from the album Weather Station 2022. Currently the most viewed video on Inabakumori's YouTube channel. Let's see. And musical credits. This is Inabakumori. And then vocal bank, or is Kai Yuki. That's the Vocaloid voice bank. And so as far as like what this is about here, the central metaphor, trains as life paths. The express train that connected the far-flung cities has already left. The singer missed it. Reoccurring motif, lost words kept in pockets. Ooh, I like that. Fragments of meaning the speaker can't recover. And fans read it, according to my notes here, as a refusing to chase the life everyone says you should be running toward. Instead, choosing the local train, slower, stops everywhere, or just sleeping through the day. A defeat as a strategy. Inertia, anthem about communication breakdown and missed opportunities. And apparently, I guess this one, Lagtrain, has more remakes and covers than arguably any other Vocaloid song in existence. That's cool. Okay, so yeah, this is like this is very interesting. Lost words kept in pockets, trains as life paths. The express train, it's about taking the local train. Don't be in such a hurry, right? Interesting. So a different voice bank on this one. hear that? It sounds like it too. Wow. It's a little airflowier of a tone. Oh! Oh, that slaps right there. Let's go! Ah! I like that weird flute sample. It's almost like a pan flute, but not. This is moodier and different, right? Oh, I like the phrasing here. Da, 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 da. That phrasing, that's phrasing. Wow! I like the jumping. All right, let's pause here. Or maybe not. Wow. All right, pause here for a second. Ah! Wow. Okay, so very different sound, right? Very, very different vocal tone. Like, let's check out. Wait, is this? Do I still have that open over here? Yeah. So think about. Listen to the difference in vocal tone here. Okay. Wait, why is it going so fast? What did I do? Did I double speed it or something? Oh yeah, playback speed. Oh my, yeah, I had my daughter over and we were watching some videos at double speed yesterday. I think that's what happened. Ah. Wait. So listen to her tone, vocal tone here. Beep, 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 beep. So her tone. All right. I've been a vocal instructor for the last 26 years. Like, building voices is kind of what breaking down vocals is what I do. Let me just introduce myself real quick before I break down all of this stuff so you can be like, who is this guy doing all this? I've been a vocal instructor 26 years, building voices. As I said, it's what I do. It's what I do for my life's work. Although I'm spending a lot more time with you all these days doing all this wacky stuff on YouTube. And I'm here for it. It feels like an extension of my teaching. This is my amazing team of teachers that teach under my tutelage here in the Manhattan, Tri-State, Philadelphia area. There they are. They care about singing as hardcore deeply as I do. If you're looking for a vocal coach, we do in-person lessons out here in the Manhattan, Tri-State, Philadelphia area. But we have students now all over the world, especially with this channel, and online lessons work really well. So I have a link to all of that down in the description. But all that to say now to explain why I'm going to jump into my vocal lab. Woo! This is my vocal lab. When I break down vocals, I've found that if you talk about singing from these 7 elements, you have a really good start to understanding how someone's doing what they're doing with their voice. And even though these are technically, voice banks that have been synthesized to make songs, we can still do vocal analysis on it. Isn't that wild? Like, think about the vocal tone quality difference between these two Vocaloid songs here. Beep, 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 beep. So if I were to describe her tone as a vocal coach, if I were to compare her tone to Kai Yuki's tone, so Kai Yuki's tone here is more, it's much more of an intimate tone quality. It's not quite as like bubbly and pop and bright and brat. It's much more in what I would call a husky tone. What's a husky tone? A husky tone is like a windy tone. Da, 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 like that kind of stuff. You can hear the air in the tone, combined with a little bit of grit. Yeah, here it's kind of a light, very low energy, kind of a husky. And there's also a little sort of a digital, almost like a metallic-y, scratchy digital sound that also adds to that sort of grit. It's almost like a digital grit. Hear that husky air? Now compare that to Hatsune Miku. Beep, 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 beep. Much more brassy. Hatsune Miku, in her voice bank application, has more of a metallic, trumpety tone quality. Hear that? Beep. And not only that, she also, this is all perceived, right? She has what sounds like a little less internal back throat space in her tone. It's like her larynx is higher and everything's smaller. When we listen to Kayuki, there's much more internal space. It's a little warmer. It's a little deeper. Not deep per se, but deeper. And this is a whole different vibe of a song too, isn't it? Like I feel like this in monitoring, I feel like this kind of plays into a little bit. Yeah, right here is a case study in this, I think. And if you see this video, Riku, correct me if I'm wrong, but we were talking about this idea of moe and how there's like this cutesy sort of thing as a part of this world. You know, it's like this kind of where it's like super light, bright, sort of happy, smiley characters. But then the idea of gap moe is like smiley, happy characters, but then horror, like scary stuff. And it's like you can be super scary if you take innocence and then make it dark. It's like that type of thing. And this is a case study, like literally the image I stopped on of the eyeballs, like and stuff like this, I think would be, according to Riku, this idea of gap moe, which is a part of the art aesthetic of Vocaloid. What? Right? Man, we're going deep today. This video is going to be so insanely long. Oh my God. All right, let's get back to Lagtrain. I love the vibe. It's very emotional. Even though it's got this driving tempo. And it kind of reminds me, I've brought this up, I think I brought this up even in the live stream. It's got a little bit of that like two-door cinema club feel with this tempo, the accenting of the drums on the offbeat. Yeah. You hear the rhythmic accenting and the phrasing? It's brilliant, brilliant music. I like her popping up and says fun animation. But this would probably fall into that gap moe concept too. Drums are out. Do you notice that little break? That was cool. I wanted it to take a break. Wait, why are my subtitles? Oh, sorry about that. Let me turn them off. From school pushes you along. Look at the little chicks. My occupied hands are holding you back. So this feels a lot more like a song. It feels more like a song you could almost just hear a band play. You know what I mean? The last song was like the ship in the bottle thing. Not that this one isn't meticulously produced. It just has more of a cohesive, like a band kind of played it. The other one feels like DECO 27 took, like, okay, for the first 2 seconds of the song, I'm going to put this sound over here, this sound over here, this sound there, this sound there. We're going to create this, you know, stimulating, everything moving around in a crazy way. This song feels like a pop rock sort of, like a really jump around in a stadium type of song. I love that. So maybe that's like kind of like a train sound, like a train whistle adapted. Maybe that's what Inabakumori was going for with that sound. Right there, that sounds like a train whistle. I know that must be what it is. Bridge? Ah, this is weird, yeah. Yeah, what is this? Hear that phrasing? Wow. Ha! Key change. This is wild. That was a really cool transition. Let's go! Her voice has such a different emotional core to it. Yeah! God, there's so much more to unpack with this. I could go through phrase by phrase and break down these lyrics. I'm not going to do that today, but man, that would be fun. That's something that I absolutely love about the Japanese artists that I've broken down over the last couple of years of doing this content stuff. Is like there's such sophistication in the lyrics. Like, I mean, we're going to have to do some separate studies on all of that stuff too. It's just so much going on with the visuals and the music. I could spend all day just talking about the vocals. And speaking of that, isn't it fascinating how, it all comes down to emotion. All of this stuff that music producers do, that singers do, if they're doing it right, they're really trying to get inside our heads to understand what the impact would be. Like, what are they going for? What is the expression going for? And when you hear the vocal tone of Kai Yuki compared to Hatsune Miku, they have a different expressive potential, right? I would say Kai Yuki is a little more introspective, a little less dynamic in the pronunciation of the words, a little looser. Now, I don't know if that's all the usages of that voice bank or if that voice bank tends that way. Because it might be that you would compose an angsty, introspective, kind of minimal, like, a song that's not so explosively dynamic in the way you express and enunciate the words, but more chill. Like maybe you would use that voice bank for that, and then you'd use Hatsune Miku for something else. Like, I don't know. I'm learning all this stuff with you all here today. So these are the things that it feels like my mind is coming to with it all, But anyway, all right. The study continues. Our next stop is going to be, where's our next stop? It's Giga, Bring It On. This is where we're going next. So thank you for watching. If you found me on YouTube with this one here, and you're cordially invited to come over to the community. If that sounds like something, that you might want to do, I'm all about creating a safe place to celebrate your favorite artists. And you have the opportunity to influence, obviously, because I'm doing this video because of my community. You have the ability to influence what I do on both in my Patreon world as well as here on YouTube. So if you want to come over, if you're a fan of Japanese artists, in particular Vocaloid, I've got a crew of some people that know a lot about it that you could come hang out with us and learn some more. But yeah, so you're invited, and thanks for watching. Like I said, the full uncut 6-song study will be available down in the description at the time that this hits YouTube, okay? So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you over in my community. Cheers. All right, everybody.